Hello, welcome to Post Colonial Space. And today I just briefly would like to share my experience of learning user research. As you might be aware from one or two of my previous videos, I'm currently taking courses on what is called UX research, right? User experience research. So what prompted this journey into user experience research and learning about it was me thinking about some alternative careers from academia for some personal and professional reasons, and trying to figure out what is it where my current skills, right, of qualitative research, of writing, editing, the ability to talk to people, where is it that these skills could easily translate into a new career. And through my research, I found out that user experience research could be one of those fields. So I reached out to a senior UX researcher, and she recommended that I should take some courses with Interaction Design Foundation, and I'll post the link in the description to that. Now, this video is not sponsored by IxDF, by Interaction Design Foundation. These are my views after having finished 16 courses with them, and I'm still taking about 14 more. So by the time I'm done with it, I would have finished 30 courses in user experience design with Interaction Design Foundation. And I've found these courses to be rich in content. They provide you deep and broad knowledge. But here is one more thing that I really like about IxDF, is the cost. Okay, so you just buy an annual membership, which costs about $200 US. That's the only subscription you purchase. After you have subscribed, you do not have to pay for each course individually. Right? You can take as many courses as you want, depending on how much time and energy you have. Now, there are other places where you can take these courses as well, and I'm pretty sure their content is amazing too. But I find this to be, financially speaking, the most sustainable and affordable model. And it encourages you to do more, right? But also the courses themselves. When you choose the courses on their screen, you get to choose the expertise that you want. You can take courses in user experience. You can take courses as a usability expert, as a front-end programmer, courses as a marketer, as a product designer, or as a general UX designer. These are all, and so many other fields that you can take courses in. And the courses are structured really nicely. There is a lot of reading content, but there is a lot of video content, and they build, like one lesson builds on the other. So without even knowing it, by the time you finish your first course, by the time you finish your second course, you realize that you are not just learning new knowledges, you're also becoming privy to the vocabularies of the field, how people talk about it, how to do analysis, how to do interviews, how to do a contextual inquiry, how to do contextual observations. All of these things are covered in the courses. So after having signed up and taken these courses, it's been 3 months, I can tell you that my knowledge of user experience design and user experience research, which was absolutely nil when I started, is now, at least theoretically, almost at an expert level. Now, all I need, of course, is a chance to enter the field and gain more experience. But there is another thing that these courses helped me with. The first course I took was how to create your UX portfolio, step by step. And what that enabled me to do was, first of all, to help me understand that a portfolio is absolutely necessary for UX jobs, but also it enabled me to translate my previous qualitative experience into the UX design language. So as a result, after I finished that course, I was able to create my website as it would fit the UX marketplace, the UX job market, And I have a really well written and well designed portfolio with 3 case studies, which mostly I have translated from my previous work into the UX vocabularies. I'll post a link to my portfolio as well so that you can take a look. But on the whole, this is me as someone who has taken UX courses with Interaction Design Foundation, sharing with you that if you are looking into developing extra skills, especially if you are a scholar of humanities, if you are a doctoral student in social sciences, and want to have something more than just your academic expertise at the end of the day so that you have more options, I will highly recommend Interaction Design Foundation, that you should check them out, and if possible, take some courses with them. And it doesn't hurt in the world in which we live to have extra qualifications, right? To have knowledge that can help us sustain our life. But also with UX research, the most important thing is that it's about empathy. I mean, it's called user experience. So your job as a researcher is to go and talk to people, right? Ask them, how do they use a product, digital or material? What are their pain points? How would they like it to be improved? That's all what UX research mostly is about, right? And these courses can help you do that. Another thing that I like about Interaction Design Foundation is that they are very responsive. I mean, you send a query and you will get a response within 24 hours, and it will be a detailed response. And they will address your queries and your problems. And they're very open to your suggestions as well. Just, a school specializing in user experience, of course, ought to be responsive to the users, right? And they do live up to that. And overall, I don't know what my future holds. I don't know if I'll ever be able to enter the UX research field. But these past 3 months have enabled me to learn constantly something new every day, and it has been exciting. And all that knowledge, I'm pretty hopeful, will be useful if I enter the UX field, but also as a scholar of humanities and as a professor of humanities, I'm already making connections. I'm already reading up more, and I know that I can use that knowledge in my work as well. So, not to belabor the point, but I thought I should share my positive experience with interaction design and maybe introduce you to them and see if you feel like checking them out. That's all. I hope you all are having a wonderful time. I'm still in Ohio. You can see West Virginia behind my back. Ohio River is right over there. I can't show it to you now, but it's there. And I'm with my in-laws and with my lovely wife, Jenny. And so from me to you, from Ohio River Valley, as always, peace and love.